What is up, guys? Welcome back to the number one Devil Devin 360 podcast, Devil Devin 360 News Nightly. The 14th episode. And we're gonna just talk about more random bullshit because, what else do I have to do in a fucking society that is going pretty much downhill and still going nowhere? Well, I'm gonna start this episode off on actually kind of a positive note and talk about this because you will not see this room anymore. This room I have been in since the beginning of this, you will not see this room anymore, and that's why most of my decorations are taken off the fucking wall. But yeah, you will not see this room anymore. I will be out of this room. But yeah, I'll have a new room. Yeah, so what do we talk about today? What do we talk about today? I had a good subject to talk about, and it kind of left my mind. Like, now my mind is just drawn a complete fucking blank because I don't know what I was gonna talk about, and I can't, it's I don't know. But yeah, America, you know what? Yeah, let's say this. America still sucks. We're still living in a shithole, and you know, it would be easier if our lives weren't so fucked up all the time. It would be easier if everything wasn't shitty. It would be easier if we could sit and easily have a conversation about most of this bullshit, but we can't. We can never have an easy conversation. Every conversation that we try to have is bullshit. We figure it's bullshit, we know it's bullshit, we're not just saying this shit figuratively. Every conversation that America has ever tried to have, we have fucked it up in some major way and we can't figure out how. And it's a crapshoot. It's a crapshoot because you're going around and you're fucking everything up. It's not good. It is not good for society. We as a society have grown to probably hate each other. And that's the problem. We hate each other. We fucking hate each other and we know it. And it's ridiculous too. It's ridiculous that we hate each other. It's ridiculous that we're all a bunch of pointless assholes. It's ridiculous that we have no goddamn, I don't know. We have nothing to look forward to. In my mind, we have nothing to look forward to. We have nothing to look forward to but our deathbeds. We just stare at them. We're just like, we got nothing else to look forward to. Might as well look forward to death. Yeah, might as well look forward to that because that's pretty much the only thing you're gonna have to look forward to is death. It's like, what the fuck, man? You try to be a productive citizen, and then it's like you're almost not, right? It's like you're trying to do all this shit, and then they label you as a non-productive citizen. Motherfucker, I'm over here doing my part. You're the one over there scratching and sniffing your ass like it's some sort of scratch and sniff sticker. I don't know what to tell you. You're just scratching your ass like it's a fucking scratch and sniff sticker. I am confused, I am concerned, and I am appalled by that. Why are you, like, seriously? You know? Sketchy magic. Wonder what this smells like. Yeah, it probably smells like shit. That's probably what it smells like. Because you just scratched your asshole. And now you're saying, wonder what this smells like. It smells like shit. That's what it smells like. It smells like the bottom of John Goodman's sweatpants. That's what it smells like. It smells like the bottom of John Goodman's sweatpants. And don't say I'm a liar, because we all know I'm not a liar on this show. I tell the fucking truth. I ain't a liar, you some bitch. I am a podcaster. Okay? I do not lie on this show. I try and figure ways out of shit, but I can't figure my way out of a fucking plastic bag sometimes. I am stuck living in a loop. If I can't get myself out of a goddamn plastic bag, how am I supposed to get myself out of Kevin Spacey's basement? Although I'm not in Kevin Spacey's basement, and we all know that. Some people might say in the comments, "Oh well, it looks like you're in Kevin Spacey's basement." Well, you know what? Well, you know what I say to them? It looks like you're in John Wayne Gacy's. Uh, I'm just kidding. But yeah, this week has been a stressful week. This week has been a fucking stress fest. I no longer have a phone, so that's another fucked up part of my life. My phone ended up in the fucking sewer. Oh my god. It's like Forrest Gump said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. You really don't. Sorry. You really don't know what you're gonna get. Yeah, life is a box of fucking chocolates. You actually do not know what you're gonna get in that box. Hell, you can even get shit on a stick in that box, and nobody would blame you. In fact, somebody might label you a fucking hero. Hell, I don't know. Could be labeled the best things in sliced bread. No motherfucker would bat an eye to that. Hell, you could be labeled fucking Ted Bundy's accomplice to murder, and somehow you could still be praised. Oh, President Trump is praised, but he got sent to jail. That guy got sent to jail, and we're still praising him for some reason. We are still looking at him and being like, you know what? That man is our leader. We need to praise this motherfucker. That man is our leader. He ain't a good leader. He is the farthest thing from a good leader. Trump is such a fucking terrible leader that he's even working with Elon Musk at this point, and they're gonna fuck America up. Like we already knew this. We already knew this was happening. It is utter bedlam. From this point on, it is utter bedlam. Because I don't know what Trump is gonna screw up next, but whatever it is utter bedlam because I can't figure it out for the life of me. It is just the most wow. Like seriously? That's what it is. That's what it is to me. It's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do in this point in time? When are you gonna stop sitting on your ass like a Nancy boy and actually make something happen? Sometimes I look at myself in the mirror and I think, where the fuck have the years gone? I just think, what the fuck did I do to deserve whatever what the fuck, man? Like, man, from 2010 all the way to 2018, it was a good year. 2019, everything started to go downhill. Shit started to go downhill in 2019. But it was, oh, nobody probably cares that this is all happening in 2019. 2020, we were all stuck in our fucking houses because COVID was ravaging. Fucking, holy shit. Life is definitely a box of chocolates, Forrest. You were right. You never know what you're gonna get. Yet somehow what you get is a shit fest. And that is true. What you get is one of the stupidest fucking things I can imagine. Like, I don't know what you're thinking, who you are, but you need to stop thinking whatever it is you're thinking because your brain is not in the right place. Your brain is not in the right state. You are not in the right state of mind for this. You have got to be in the right state of mind for this shit. You don't know anything that's going on. You're trying to figure it the fuck out yourself, yet you can't because you're swerving in all different directions. Your blinker's on left, but you went right. Sometimes that's what I hate about bad drivers when their blinkers on left, but they turn right, and then you question them for like 10 minutes, like what the fuck were you doing? You know, you turn on your blinker for half a second, you turn on your left blinker, and then you turn fucking right. Like, are you serious? It's like if you're gonna fucking, you know, like Jesus. Like if you're gonna turn on your blinker and go right, you might as well have just sit and went and did a complete 180-degree spin. That's what you should have done. You should have done a complete 180 and just said screw it. Regardless of anything else, you could have just turned a complete 180 and said screw it. There, I don't know how to explain anything like that. Like, what was your process like? What was your thought process in that situation when you turned on your blinker to go left and you went right? What was going through your head? Were you like, oh, were you like, click? Oh shit, I need to go right. So you just like cut me off 10 minutes into thinking you wanted to go left? It's like watching an episode of SpongeBob where SpongeBob repeatedly fails boating school. You don't know what's gonna. Oh wait, you do know what's gonna happen next because he's just gonna fail again, like he usually does every episode. It's like you know what's gonna happen. The minute you know that an idiot is right next to you in a car, you immediately know something dumb is about to happen. You immediately know that they are gonna do something stupid that is going to piss you off. You immediately figure that shit out. You're like, all right, let me do some mathematical shit. Let me break it down for you. Let me show you what's gonna happen here. See, so you see that guy in the lane to do a right turn. Yeah, he's going to change his mind and do a fucking left turn. Next thing you know, he does. And you're sitting there like, oh, holy shit, he actually did what I predicted he was gonna do. I didn't know he was actually gonna do it. I just predicted that that was gonna happen. I just predicted that that dude was gonna make a left turn. I predicted that shit. I didn't know it was actually going to happen. I predicted that was going to happen. I didn't know he was actually going to do it. There are so many factors that are missing right there from when that guy made that move. And he's going to take that move to his grave because he's going to get hit by the semi truck that's coming from Walmart. He's going to get hit by the Walmart delivery for all the shit Walmart needs to keep their fucking operation going, whatever they got going on there. The place for rednecks, drunks, and old ladies to go for tampons. Walmart. God, Walmart is a fucked up place. Sometimes you go in there looking for one thing and you walk out with $500 worth of bullshit you didn't need. And then you're like, what the fuck did I do? I went in there for Q-tips, and now I just walked out with a Barbie doll, a Tonka truck, fucking $200 video game console. I walked out with fucking barbecue equipment. I don't know what I'm gonna grill, but I walked out with it, so I need to do something with it now. You know? It's like, that always happens with my family. We go into a store for one thing, and we're walking out with like 50 different items. We're walking out with like $500 worth of bullshit when we walk out of a store. Oh, we're going to Walgreens for this. Next thing you know, 20 minutes later, we're walking out with a cart full of $500 worth of fuckery. Now, we don't even know why we bought it. We don't even know why we bought the shit, yet we're sitting there like, did we do a good thing? We did a good thing. I think we did a good thing here. I think we made a good investment. Clearly, we didn't. Clearly, we said we were going to get one thing, and then we got like 60 other things that we didn't fucking need. And we don't question it. We just think about it for like half an hour. We're just like, hmm, did we need this? No, I don't think we did. Did we need this? No, I don't think we did. Did we need that? No, I don't think we did. Do we give a shit? No, I don't think we don't. No, I think we don't. No, I don't think we do. Are we trash? I don't fucking know. We walked into a store for one thing and walked out with $500 worth of shit. I don't know what more of an explanation you need to let yourself know that you are complete like I'm not saying you're garbage when you do that. I'm saying you're crazy when you do that. When you go into a store for one thing and you walk out with a cart full of bullshit that you didn't even need. Is like what? What? Like oh my god. Hang on, we'll be right back. And we're back. So, it's yeah, let's get back on that Walmart subject because yeah, you go like into any store, right? Like, okay, say you're going to Home Depot because you're doing a project and you just want to get a few things like maybe some plywood, some nails, maybe even buy a new hammer because your other one's a piece of shit. You go into Home Depot, you start looking at things, and if you're a man, you know that you're going to want to do six different projects within one day. So you just buy all the shit you need from Home Depot, you go home, and you start on one project, drink a few beers, and then don't do the next ones for the next few months. And then you remember them, and then you do them. It's a fucked up cycle, but you gotta live with it. Like, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna do this once, and then I'm gonna forget about it. Next thing you know, you do it twice, and you don't forget about it. Just like if you're a young man and you have sex with a girl and you get her pregnant, then you're gonna be going to your fucking parents and you don't know what to say. Mom, Dad, the girl next door, Lisa. I happened to get her pregnant last night. What were you doing at Lisa's? Um, Clearly I was having sex with her, Dad. That explains a lot. Why didn't you bring the condoms? Because they were too big. Damn right they were. Get away from me, please. Yeah. Captain America Brave New World is going to be in theaters on February 14th. Dude, I am a huge Captain America fan, and I want to go see that fucking movie for one reason and one reason only. Because it is a Captain America movie. Why else would I want to go see it? It's a Captain America movie. What else could you want? What other explanation could I give you? It's a Captain America movie. I can't tell you anything else. All I can say is it is a Captain America movie and you need to watch it. You need to watch this Captain America movie because I'm telling you, if you're a Marvel fan and you're a Captain America fan, you will enjoy it. Captain America Brave New World in theaters February 14th. That was not an intentional sponsor, by the way. I was only just talking about a movie that I'm probably going to go watch and like. Yeah, and there's talk going around about Scream 7. Now, I'm also a huge fan of the Scream movies. As you know, I have a full on Ghostface cosplay. And yeah, I'm a big fan of the Scream movies. I'm a big fan of Halloween. As you know, I had a Halloween CD case on top of the YouTube play button that I had there. Um, and I'm gonna have it in my new room too when I get my setup set up. Shit, I don't even know what I'm saying. But yeah, once I have my setup all done up, definitely gonna definitely gonna do a podcast episode when this move is over. Because I'm definitely gonna want to talk about the process, and holy shit, it's probably gonna be a long one. Holy fuck. I know it's gonna be a long one. I know I'm not gonna be able to take it because It's gonna kill me. I don't like moving. I am the type of person who, when moving comes around, I'm just like, oh, fuck this. Why did we have to do this now? Couldn't we have waited a couple of more months? And there are a lot of people like that who are like, oh, fuck, I don't want to move right now. I just got settled into this place, and now I'm gonna move again? What the fuck was I thinking? What was I thinking? Why am I gonna move again? It doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make any sense. You try to make it make sense. You try to make it make sense. And this episode of the Devil's Hour Talk Show is sponsored by the DJB Customs YouTube channel. Yes, that is my second channel. And if you haven't yet, and this is also for those of you on Spotify, if you also, view YouTube every once in a while, make sure you go subscribe to DJB Customs on YouTube if you like Off-Road Outlaws content. That's what I do over there, but I probably won't be doing any of that for a while. Until I at least have a new computer where I can film Off-Road Outlaws videos, because I don't have a fucking phone. I did. It's in a sewer, like I said at the beginning of this episode. But let's talk about highways, because they're either jam-packed with traffic, there's either road work on the left or the right side, and you don't know what the fuck to do. Especially when the road work is there. And especially during winter months, when everybody's a dumbass because they're all afraid to drive in the snow. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's snowing out. It's fucking snowing. Oh god. Yeah, there's that type of person. There's the type of teenage girl that goes, why does it have to snow right now, man? I'm sorry, I was checking on Instagram. There's the guy that's like, well, I'm gonna be late for work because I gotta drive carefully. It's snowing out, and I don't wanna royally fuck myself. And then you got the driver who's like, oh yeah, snow. There's the cop. You know, there's a whole bunch of people out there who either don't like the snow or like the snow. It just depends on the fucking day. It's like, if you're gonna drive in the snow, you do have to be careful, and you do have to play it safe because like black ice and shit like that. But if it's like just starting to snow and the pavement is just starting to be covered, and it's like that powdery type stuff that you can drift in, then you know what? Be my guest and go have fun. It's fresh powder, and you want to get down in it. There ain't no way that you don't want to get down on the first snow of the winter season. Like, we just had our first good snow here in Idaho. It's like, holy shit, that took long enough. And it never snows. It barely snows out here. One year you'll see snow, the next year you won't. Hell, this year we saw barely any snow. In 2026, who knows how much snow we'll see. Well, actually, this is 2024's winter, so 2025, in December 2025, who knows how much fucking snow we'll see here in Idaho. We'll probably see none. We'll probably see zilch for snow. Hell, we didn't even look at the fucking. I mean, we look at the weather on our phones. We don't even watch the weather report on TV because that could be. I think the weather report on TV could be a more trusted source than just looking at the weather up on your phone, being like, 100% chance of snow today. Being your own fucking meteorologist. No, go watch the Weather Channel. Go watch the Weather Channel for 20 fucking minutes, and then tell me what you think it's gonna do. Though, because the Weather Channel is better in any circumstance than any other thing you can use. Go watch the fucking Weather Channel and then tell me what you think it's gonna do out there. Alright? Do that for me. Go watch the Weather Channel. Just go. Go watch the Weather Channel and tell me how you think it's gonna end up. And then look at your phone, right? Look at the weather app on your phone and then explain to me how accurate your phone is to the fucking Weather Channel. Just don't go watching Fox, CBS, PBS, whatever the fuck. Just don't go watching any other news station besides, or don't go watching any other station hoping for accurate weather besides the Weather Channel. Do not watch Fox News if you're looking for an accurate weather report. They'll tell you that there's a fucking tornado in Kentucky. They'll tell you that there's a tornado in Nebraska. I know a tornado can actually hit Nebraska, but they'll tell you that there's a tornado in Texas. Hell, I know that there could probably be hurricanes in Texas because like parts of Texas are on the coast. I haven't ever been to Texas, but howdy, y'all. But it's like, geez, if you want to, yeah, there's gonna be a tornado. There's gonna be a hurricane in the middle of a place where there is like no fucking coastline. There's gonna be a hurricane in Wyoming, and I don't even think that's a state that's on the coastline. I think that's a state that's somewhere in the middle of the United States, but it isn't on the fucking coastline. So how is a fucking hurricane gonna hit Wyoming if it ain't on the coastline? Because I think hurricanes, right? If I'm correct on this, hurricanes only strike the coastline or coastal towns. They only hit coastal towns. A tornado, yeah, it could hit like in a farm, in a farming community. A tornado can hit anywhere. Like no, like a state with the nickname Tornado Alley is, I believe that's Oklahoma as well. I believe Oklahoma is notorious for tornadoes. And I mean, I know a tornado can fucking strike at any moment, and it, it's something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with the right words to say. Because if a tornado is about to strike, you want to know what that motherfucker will be at what time that tornado is going to be there. Because guess what? Ain't no love in Oklahoma. Just the whistle of a long black train. Damn right, I just made a reference to Luke Combs' big whoop. Want to fight about it? Oh, oh, okay. Anyway, enough tornado and fucking weather talk. Um, let's actually talk about beaches and the coastline for a minute. Because in the summer, the California coast is actually kind of beautiful. The Oregon coast is beautiful too. But I like the California coast better than I like the Oregon coast. Because I've been to the Oregon coast and I've been to the California coast. And I like the California coast way better because it takes in way more sun than the Oregon coast. Fuck, we went to Lincoln City, Oregon one summer and holy shit. It was raining out there most of the time. Hell, I bet it was like 99 degrees in fucking California. I bet it was like 102 degrees in California and it was fucking nice. I bet that was like the thing. I bet it was like 102 degrees in California. It was nice. Everybody on the coastline was fucking happy. Meanwhile, it's raining in Oregon. We're on the coastline, and it's like, what? Although we had pretty good seafood out there. We did have pretty good seafood. As you know, I did some mini vlog videos on this channel when I was in Washington for a couple of days. And the seafood out there was good. The coastline was beautiful. Why were we out there in winter? I wanted to be out there in summer when I could have swam in the ocean for a bit. Like, holy shit, if you're gonna go anywhere, that's a coast, that's a coastal town. Go there in the fucking summer. Do not travel there in the winter. Unless you're looking to spend Christmas on the coast, do not go to a coastal town in the winter. In my opinion, you are an idiot if you go to a coastal town in the winter. I'm just gonna say right now, yeah, I'm looking at you, suckbag, because you've probably gone to a fucking coastal town in the winter and said to yourself, wow, what a nice Christmas this is. There's no snow on the fucking ground, but there's an ocean right there. And then you look out the window one day and you think about whether or not you want to drive your car into the ocean or not. Because there's a boat ramp out in front of your house, and you just look out the window. You're just looking. You're like, should I do it? Should I? Should I convince myself not to drive my car into that fucking ocean? Does my life even matter that much? How the fuck am I supposed to know? I should just drive my car into that goddamn ocean right now. It's looking so good to do. And then you think, why would I kill myself? And then it hits you. You'd only kill yourself because you are a fucking idiot. And that, my friends, is the God honest truth. But hey, that's just a theory. A dumbass theory. Oh, sometimes I like to laugh at my own jokes. Oh man, life is a tragic thing. The reason why life is tragic, because most of the time, you either live life as a dumbass, you live, I mean, you could be living the best life. You could be somebody at a fucking investment firm with a nice family, two beautiful children, a wife, a white picket fence, and a fucking dog. Or you could be the type of family who doesn't give a shit what your kids do. They go to see your kids have a boyfriend and a girlfriend who they go see on a on a daily basis. You don't know what the hell they're doing. Your daughter could come home pregnant the next day. It's like if you don't care what you need to be a better parent if you don't care what your kids are doing. Like for real, if you're like, I'm the type of parent that doesn't really give a shit what my kids are up to, then you need some fucking help. Because you should care what your kids are up to. You should be looking after your children. You shouldn't be like, I don't give a shit what my child is up to. I'm just going to let him roam freely. I'm just going to let him do whatever the hell they want. No, you need to give a shit about your child, my friend. Because if you don't give a shit about that child is not going to grow up right. That child's going to that child's going to grow up with a left side of a brain and a sex drive the size of an elephant. And the only reason I say that is because when they are a teenager, they will want to fuck everybody. Like I'm talking even a 45-year-old librarian. They will want to pork her. I'm talking the lady down the street who just made chocolate chip cookies, and the kids can smell it out there. And the teens are all like, "Oh, yeah, old Betty just made me some cookies, and it makes me horny." Oh my god. If you're that type of person, then shame on you. Oh yeah, I don't give a fuck what my kids do. If they get killed, it ain't my problem. Yeah, I don't give two flying fucks what my kids are doing. It's not my problem if they just get, kidnapped off the street while I'm watching CSI Miami. Yeah, I don't my kids can do whatever they want. I don't necessarily give a shit. All that matters is that they call me. Next thing you know, they don't call you because they're taped up in the back of a van with some strange bearded dude who just went to Home Depot to finish a project on a fucking deck he was building in his backyard. uh, as you can tell, this is meant to be one of those rare comical episodes where I'm only joking about certain things. Sometimes I'm serious in these episodes, sometimes I'm not. But, yeah. What really creeps me out is seeing an ice cream truck when it's almost nighttime. So here's the story, right? Me and my two other siblings go out and go into town for a little bit. We're walking around for a couple hours. We maybe go into a couple of stores, and then at the end of the night, or like once we need to start heading home, like an hour before dark, I go to KFC. I get me a Popeye, and it's getting dark, so I walk down the bike path. But anyway, or actually, it's almost Halloween. We're walking home from being in town and doing random shit all day because we're kids who were just let out of the house for like I don't know a couple hours that day. We're fucking around over here. We're doing shit over here. You know, no, I'm not talking we're doing drugs or anything. I'm talking we're just like, you know, jumping over random stuff, using the world as our jungle gym. We're just saying fuck society and we're running around for like half the day. And then we start heading home. And then once we're coming in to the street that's just adjacent to ours, because there's an alley at the end of our cul-de-sac that cuts off into the next street over. Once we're almost to that, an ice cream truck pulls up into the neighborhood with its music on, and it creeps all of us the fuck out because we don't know what's going on. We're just looking at this ice cream truck like, hello, are we about to get kidnapped? That's when my sister looks at us and goes, run. And we just run. We're not sure what this ice cream truck is doing, but the worst part is somebody got out of that fucking ice cream truck. Somebody got out of that bitch. Somebody got out of that fucking ice cream truck, which was the worst part about it. Somebody climbed out of that motherfucking ice cream truck, and now our brains are racked, and we're thinking, what in the fuck just happened? How the fuck are we supposed to explain this when we get home to our parents? Even though, personally, I'm 19 years old, but I'm still a kid inside, and I like to go run around. All right, I like to go see what type of fucking non-illegal trouble I can get into. I like to, I like to go run around and jump over stuff, and say I'm doing parkour. I'm the type to say I'm the type to be like parkour when I jump over something, even though I'm not actually doing a fucking flip over it. That's me. Oh, I just jumped a gap. Parkour. Oh, you jumped that small gap there? Parkour, asshole. I found this funny Facebook reel. I don't know if I told you guys about this in the last episode, but I found this funny Facebook reel, and it was totally me. Because it goes, I love it when somebody comes up to me and says, you know you're an asshole. Yeah, I know. I wake up every morning, look myself in the mirror, and say, rise and shine, dickhead. Let me start over there. I wake up every morning, look myself right in the mirror, and say, rise and shine, dickhead. Let's see who we could go piss off today. I'm sorry, my English wasn't the best right there. It's not like I'm from a different country. I know what I'm from America. It's just that it wasn't the best in that moment. But yeah, I'm like, Rise and shine, dickhead. Let's see who we can go piss off today. Sometimes I end up pissing a lot of people off. And you can call me an asshole, you can call me a dickhead, I don't give a fuck. Sometimes I like pissing people off. Other times I don't like pissing people off. There are times when you can be like, you know what? And you just think to yourself, you just sit there on your couch and you think to yourself, you know what? I'm gonna go to McDonald's. I'm gonna order a Big Mac, and I'm gonna look through the people in there, and I'm gonna see which one I want to piss off. Because if I could just piss one random person off today, I'll be happy. I'll be like, okay, I finally annoyed somebody and got that part out of me. Now I just need to go home and spend the rest of the day with my children. You know? Now I just need to go spend the rest of the day with my fucking kids. I pissed someone off today and I'm happy. Let's just go spend the rest of the day with my children and have a better day than that guy's doing because I know I just pissed him off. When you're on a road trip and the idiot on the highway just wants to piss you off so they cut you off. They're probably having a heyday thinking, oh shit, they just pissed you off. And you're sitting there in your car, fuck you, asshole. Fuck you, asshole. That's what you're doing. You're going Sam Kinison style. Fuck you, asshole. You know, you're doing some Sam Kinison type shit. Maybe even pissed off Karen, the pissed off Karen on that one YouTube thumbnail. It's just, you know, the Karens in this video don't understand what the fuck they're doing. The Karens in this video are just idiots, man. Watch this Karen as she calls someone a bitch over a sub. You put pickles on my sub sandwich. You're a bitch. I didn't intentionally do it, so you don't have any reason to call me names, Karen. Yeah, maybe a pickle accidentally got on there, but Jesus Christ, fuck you if you're just gonna call me names, Karen. Like, I hope if I ever get a job in fast food and I'm dealing with a Karen that I can control my anger because when somebody makes me mad, it's usually when they're yelling at me and demanding that I do something. So if a Karen's gonna interact with me if I'm ever working in fast food and they trigger me to where I'm gonna get pissed off, I would hope my manager would understand. I would hope he wouldn't be like, you're fired. I'd hope he'd be like, you know what? I understand. That's the first time somebody's ever told somebody off in this establishment. You are one of the best fucking employees we've ever had. Hell, even Georgie over there couldn't tell that guy off. He was being too much of a Ken for that. You know what I mean? He was being too much of a motherfucker for that, but holy crap, life is just a shit shoot. Like it's not even a it's just a you know. You know what I mean, jelly bean. Otherwise, yeah, this episode is going great so far. And this is probably going to be the first episode that's actually going to last an hour because hell, I'm in a mood to talk right now. One of the worst things for me, right? One of the worst things for me is when you're in one of those small, stallless public bathrooms and somebody knocks on the door and you have to go, somebody's in here. That's one of the worst things for me because then you get uncomfortable. Then you're just like, why do I have to explain to somebody that I'm in here taking a shit when they should know damn well when the door's locked that somebody's in here and not attempt to knock on it? Hell, I could be playing Angry Birds on my phone while dropping a mandatory log and somebody's in here. I said somebody's in here, motherfucker. I didn't stutter. You know? Sometimes it even gets to that point where you actually have to scream at somebody, I said someone's in here! And then you're like, "Yeah, I don't even know why the fuck I did that. I don't even know why, I don't even understand why I had to do that to that person. They were just trying to take a shit too, and I just had to scream at them for no reason. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm happy now. I'm happy. I got a fucking smile on my face a mile wide. I, oh my god, as you guys can tell, I hate people. I don't hate my own family, but God, I'll tell you, I hate strangers. Like, if I don't know you, I probably hate you. If I know you, I don't hate you. If I know you and you're my friend, I don't hate you. Hell, I don't even hate my subscribers. You know, I just hate people that I hate complete strangers. Like, even though I don't know nothing about any of my subscribers, you are probably good people. Hell, you watch my videos. You make shit like this possible. Like, holy fuck. And then you got that fucking, you know, here's something. When you enter a hospital and you have an ingrown toenail, right? Because I know I probably explained this to you. I had a very painful ingrown toenail. Now, it hurt like a motherfucker for like 2 weeks before I eventually had to go to the ER and get it pulled out. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I can't take it anymore. I need to get this bitch pulled out. It hurts too much. So, after getting a needle stuck in my foot, which I have a fear of needles, I don't fucking like needles. You put a syringe and a needle near me, you can fuck off. Because I am not going to accept that. Like, I even pulled my goddamn leg away as soon as I felt the tip of the needle touch my toe. I was like, fuck this. And then the nurses had to hold my leg down so I wouldn't pull away just because I'm afraid of needles. They understand that I was afraid of needles, so they didn't have like really that tight a grip on my leg because they knew if it was like two of them, they could easily just hold my leg back. But I'm like 90 something pounds, but I still have some strength. So like if I wanted to, if I really wanted to, I could just fucking yank my leg away from those nurses. And there was nothing they could do about it. Like, and my other leg was shaking. Like as they're putting the shot in my leg, my other leg is just like this. It's just, and I'm like, calm down, leg. It looks like you're shooting up right now. Calm the fuck down. I'm trying to get my leg, and I wanted that leg to stop shaking, like, so bad. But it was too busy shaking, because I don't like sharp things entering my body. You should understand this if you don't like needles. You don't like sharp shit entering your body. It doesn't feel pleasant. Holy fuck. It doesn't feel pleasant at all. It doesn't feel pleasant to have a sharp object rammed through your fucking toe. Like, even when your toe hurt for 2 weeks and you came in there to get a toenail removed. Holy shit. I'd rather have just stuck a pocket knife in my toe and jiggled that bitch out. And I probably should have done that. I probably should have just stuck a goddamn pocket knife in my toe and jiggled that fucking toenail out of there. But I didn't think to do that. You know what I mean? Like, God. Like, next time I'm probably just gonna jab something in there and then jiggle that bitch out. Because I won't, like, if I get another ingrown toenail on my foot, I ain't gonna stand for it this time. Like, my toe feels pretty good right now. Like, it's not in any pain. I'm not feeling any pain, so I know I'm probably good. Now, the worst thing you can do is sprain your ankle, and I've sprained my ankle a couple times in my life, and it does not feel good. Your ankle's on ice for at least 2 days after you sprain it, you know? But if you break it, you're on fucking crutches. But, all's fair in love and war when your fucking toe has an ingrowing toenail on it. Y'all know what that was, don't I? Y'all know what that was. Anyway, yeah. And then there's those times when you're actually a goddamn magician and somehow you don't feel pain. Somehow you could just be like, just get punched in the head. You're like, what the fuck was that? And then there's those people that could just, that are just like, ah, ah, ah. I wish I was one of those people that would just go, I didn't feel that. But I'm one of those people that goes, ah. Because I can't tolerate pain. I hate pain. I wish I had a high pain tolerance, but I have a very low pain tolerance. You people with high pain tolerances, you are a rare breed. Like, if I can kick you in the nuts and you don't feel it, then to me, you are fucking Superman. Only kryptonite can injure my balls. Sorry. Yeah, only kryptonite can injure my balls. Really, Superman? I thought kryptonite could kill you. No, as a matter of fact, it can only injure my testicles. So you're saying if I kick you in the nuts right now, it won't hurt, but if I threw kryptonite at your balls, it would? Pretty much, yeah. Somebody get me some kryptonite? I don't know. I just felt like making like a Superman stand-up style joke. Oh, sometimes I don't know what to do on this show. Especially when I have an episode that runs an hour like this. I don't know what to talk about or what to do sometimes. So sometimes you'll just hear me randomly ranting about bullshit that I find funny. Like this question. I mean, you know what? Let me ask you guys this. This is a question I've had on my mind for a while. What is wrong with watching cartoons as an adult? Because some people find it wrong when adults watch cartoons. Like, if you walk into a person's house and they're watching fucking SpongeBob, what should be wrong with that? They're just going back to their childhood. You walk in, somebody's watching fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog, and you're like, ew, you still watch cartoons? What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, I still watch cartoons. Who the fuck gives a shit? I should be allowed to sit here and watch fucking Cat Dog all I want. Hell, hell, I might just watch Wonder Pets for the hell of it. Hell, I'll even go to fucking Nick Jr. and watch Go Diego Go. You know, I'll take it a step farther and go watch fucking old Cartoon Network shows like Total Drama Island. You know what? You know what? I'll take it a step even farther and go watch fucking, I don't know, Ren and Stimpy. Watch fucking Invader Zim or Ben 10 or some shit. Hell, I return to the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles every once in a while. Specifically, my two fucking favorite episodes. And I don't watch any other episodes. I'll be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna return to 2012 TMNT just to see what I was missing out on. And when I return to it, it feels good. It feels good to return 2012 TMNT sometimes. Because you're like, man, where the fuck did the years go? Now we have all these new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shows that just seem even more ridiculous than the 2012. The 2012 was well built. All these other fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are like What am I looking at? I mean, hell, even the 1990s movies with those costumes were incredible to me. Like those are just something that I found as a child. I was like, I fucking love these movies somehow. I don't know what it is. Is it the suits? Is it what is the goddamn meaning behind this? I love this fucking movie for some reason, and I never want to quit watching it. That was me when I discovered Captain America movies. I was like, what is this, and how can I make my life about it? You know, I was like I like Steve Rogers Captain America. Steve Rogers Captain America is my favorite Captain America. Don't get me wrong, Sam Wilson is good, but I'm just gonna state my opinion right here, right now. I would have much rather have seen Bucky Barnes as Captain America as much as the next Captain America fan. Because hell, I mean, I understand Bucky was brainwashed, but even in the comics, he got the shield before Sam Wilson, I believe. So even in the comics, before Sam, Bucky had the shield. They should have went with that. But now I'm beginning to think in Captain America: Brave New World that at the end of the movie, Sam Wilson may or may not pass the shield down to Bucky Barnes and entrust him with the name Captain America. And if that happens, I'm gonna be fucking shocked. But I have a feeling that Bucky Barnes is gonna stick to this White Wolf storyline that he's got going on in the MCU right now. I don't know what the fuck White Wolf is about, but like, what? Whoa, 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 Bucky. Why the hell did you change your whole persona? Why the, what? Why? I liked you when you were the Winter Soldier. That's when you were the best. And now you're White Wolf. And I'm fucking confused. You know what? Here's a good superhero name, Sperm Cell. Yeah, I said it. Fucking, fucking Sperm Cell is a better superhero name than White Wolf. Holy shit. You need help. You are the craziest breed of people. Like, I still like Bucky Barnes in the MCU. Who cares that he's another Winter Soldier? Who cares that he's White Wolf? He's still a pretty good character. From being the Winter Soldier in Captain America the Winter Soldier, to still being the Winter Soldier, to basically still being the Winter Soldier in Captain America Civil War, to becoming just Bucky in Captain and Avengers Infinity War, to becoming White Wolf in Avengers Endgame. I mean, he said White Wolf in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And holy fuck, it was crazy. I was like, why? But, those shows, those movies, they're still incredible. But you want to know what's not incredible? When you go to Little Caesars Pizza and they don't have your pizza ready after 20 minutes like they told you they would. Yeah, your pizza will be ready after like 20 minutes. 13 hours later. You're still sitting at the Little Caesars. Yeah, where the fuck is my pizza, bruh? You said my pizza would be ready within 20 fucking minutes, and I still don't have my goddamn pizza, so you better give me an explanation as to why I don't have it, bitch. Because I want that pizza of mine. I want what I fucking paid for. I don't want your shitty explanation as to why you don't have my pizza within 15 minutes after you told me it'd be ready. I just want my fucking pizza. It's the same with Pizza Hut and their 30-minute delivery guarantee. They have a delivery guarantee where if the pizza's not delivered within 30 minutes, you get it for free. Yet they don't fucking like now Pizza Hut's like, I don't fucking care. If you don't get your pizza within 30 minutes, you're still paying for it. If you wait 2 hours for your fucking Pizza Hut, you're still paying for it. Why do I deserve to pay for a pizza that didn't that should be taking under 30 minutes to get to my place? Why should I pay for a pizza that took a fucking hour to get to my apartment? I shouldn't have to pay for that shit. You should. It's your fault that you took forever with my fucking pizza. You know? That's your fault, pizza delivery boy. But otherwise, that's going to be the end of this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Spotify, and become part of the Lil Demons Notification Squad. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Devil Devin 360 News Nightly. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.